Hello, my name is Nicholas Petty, and today we're going to be performing an experiment called a precipitation reaction. A precipitation reaction is a reaction where we take two aqueous compounds, put them together, and make a solid. Hey there! So you may be wondering, what compounds are we going to use? Well, I went to the local convenience store and bought Epsom salt. Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate. Hey again, so the other compound we're going to be using is sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate can be found in Arm & Hammer super washing soda. So here, as you can see, we're going to take the first compound, magnesium sulfate, which is the Epsom salt, and react it with the sodium carbonate, which is the washing soda. After I mix these two solutions together, they will form magnesium carbonate and sodium sulfate. These two compounds are going to be the products. So you may be wondering, why does this happen? Well, let me tell you. These solubility rules are rules that apply to compounds when mixing with other compounds. If sulfate is reacting in an equation, it is always going to be soluble, meaning that it will never form a solid, unless it is with calcium, strontium, barium, silver, or lead, which means that because sulfate is going to be with sodium, sodium is not one of these compounds, meaning that it will always be soluble. Sodium, another compound that we will be using, is always soluble. All group 1A metals are always going to be soluble, and there are no exceptions, meaning that sodium with anything will always be a soluble compound. According to the solubility rules, all carbonates will always be insoluble compounds unless they are paired with a group 1A metal or ammonium. Because carbonate is paired with magnesium, magnesium is not one of these exceptions, meaning that carbonate is going to be insoluble. First, safety. Now let's get started. I've already diluted both compounds in water, and now we're going to mix them. First, I'm going to pour the Epsom salt into the mixing cup. Now I'm going to use a pipette and get sodium carbonate and put it into the cup with magnesium sulfate, and you should observe a white precipitant. As you can see, a white precipitant is formed when the two compounds mix.